Lindsay Ann. Welcome back to Pie Week, where every day this week I'm sharing a new pie video, from the best ever pie crust to my favorite pie flavors to totally show-stopping decorations. Today we're doing the best lemon meringue pie. Where's all my lemon lovers at? Oh my gosh, you guys, this pie is like a sweet, melt in your mouth cloud of heaven. What I love about it is it turns out really impressive, but the ingredients that you'll need to make it are super basic. And if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, be sure to tap that subscribe button to be the first to see my all new videos. This tangy, fragrant lemon filling is set in a tender, flaky, buttery pie crust to add that perfect crunch. It's finished with a delicate, billowy cloud of sweet meringue piled high right on top. So we're gonna start with the pie crust, and as always, I'll leave the full written recipe for you guys down below, or you can get it at lindsayannbakes.com. Now, I made my favorite super simple buttery pie crust video to kick off Pie Week, but if you want, you can definitely just use a store-bought version for an easy alternative. The homemade version is just so much better and extra flaky, so check out my pie crust video if you wanna make the crust from scratch too. So for this pie, we're gonna use a pre-baked pie crust, and you can use my homemade version or you can use a store-bought version, but just press a 9-inch pie dough into a pie dish. And then using a second pie dough, we're gonna cut out long 1/2-inch strips of pie dough to decorate with. So just go ahead and brush the edges of the pie crust with egg wash, and then you're gonna take each strip and kind of ruffle it on top of each other around the entire edge of the pie as you go to create this pretty ruffled edge. Then for that golden flaky layer on top, just go ahead and take an egg wash and brush it right over the edge of the crust with a pastry brush. Then we're gonna pop this pie dough in the freezer for about 20 minutes while we preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and this is just gonna help so the pie dough stays in place while it bakes. Once your dough is nice and chilled, just go ahead and line it with some parchment paper and fill it with some pie weights, or you can use some dried beans or dried rice too. Then we're gonna go ahead and pre-bake the crust for 20 minutes in our preheated oven. Oh my gosh, look how pretty this gorgeous ruffly pie crust turned out. Then we're just gonna go ahead and remove the parchment paper and the weights and prick the bottom of the crust all over with a fork to release any steam so it doesn't bubble up. Then we pop it back in the oven for an additional 15 minutes to just get it nice and golden brown all over. And at this point, I also like to just tent the edges of the pie crust with some aluminum foil so it doesn't get too dark in the oven. Oh my gosh, look how gorgeous this turned out. I love that ruffly border. Now we're just gonna let this cool completely while we work on the filling. So first, just separate your eggs, and you're gonna place the egg whites in a large mixing bowl to bring to room temperature, and we're gonna put the yolks in a medium bowl. Then just go ahead and lightly whisk the egg yolks and set them aside. Next, in a medium saucepan, we're gonna go ahead and whisk together some sugar, cornstarch, salt, water, and milk until it's nice and smooth. And you can definitely use all water if you want. I just like adding the little bit of milk in with the water to give it that really rich custardy taste. Then we're just gonna stir this constantly over medium heat until the mixture comes to a boil and becomes this clear, thick, jelly consistency. Then reduce the heat to medium-low, and we're gradually gonna whisk in about a cup of the milk mixture into the egg yolks. And this is called tempering your eggs, and it just kind of warms them up a little bit before you add them to the hot pot so your eggs don't cook, because you definitely don't want scrambled eggs in your pie filling. And then go ahead and whisk the egg yolk mixture back into the pot with the rest of the milk mixture. And over medium-low heat, we're just gonna whisk the filling until it's nice and thick for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then remove it from the heat, and we're gonna whisk in a little butter for richness, some lemon juice, and finally grated lemon zest to give it that really bright, tangy flavor, and a little vanilla extract. Then just go ahead and cover the surface of the filling with some plastic wrap while we prepare our meringue topping so it doesn't form a skin over the filling. Okay, so for the fluffy meringue topping, we're just gonna take our egg whites from earlier and go ahead and add a little cream of tartar and beat this on medium-low speed until they hold nice soft peaks. Then just beat in some vanilla extract and increase to medium-high speed, and we're slowly gonna add the sugar 1 tablespoon at a time, beating until the meringue holds nice, stiff, glossy peaks. And this is gonna take about 7 minutes, so be patient, just keep beating it, and you're gonna get that gorgeous, fluffy meringue. Now this part is optional, but I like to set aside a piping bag full of the meringue to pipe the fancy decorations on top. You can definitely just spoon the entire mixture right over your lemon filling, but I like to do the pretty decorations on top, so into a piping bag half of this mixture goes. Okay, now we get to pull it all together, so while the meringue is still nice and hot, just go ahead and pour it right into your prepared pie shell. And then we're gonna spread the meringue right on top, covering the filling completely, sealing it to the very edge of the pie crust. And a little trick is to make sure the lemon curd is still nice and hot when you add the meringue on top. This way it helps seal and cook the bottom of the meringue, and when you spread it all the way to the edges, the filling isn't gonna shrink once it's baked, so make sure it touches the crust around the entire edge. Now we're just gonna take our meringue in our piping bag and pipe some pretty rosettes all around the border and add some little pretty star designs in between. You can do any kind of design you want. I just kind of made it up as I went along, and I think it turned out really pretty. Okay, now we're just gonna bake our pie in a preheated 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for just 10 to 15 minutes until the tops of the meringue are nice and beautifully golden brown. You guys, how gorgeous did this pie turn out? I almost don't want to cut into it because it's so beautiful. I've never seen a lemon meringue pie like this. Everything from that ruffled crust to the gorgeous floral swirls on top. This is just so beautiful. Okay, now I'm just gonna finish this off with a little sprinkle of lemon zest right on top to just add another really fun pop of color to the top. Okay, here comes the hardest part of this pie. You have to let it cool completely so the filling has a chance to set up, or else you're gonna cut into it and it's just gonna be a runny mess. So make sure you cool it on a wire rack for at least an hour to come to room temperature, and then you're gonna go ahead and let it chill in the fridge for at least 3 hours. I like to just do this overnight to ensure that the filling sets up really nice and thick so you get that perfect slice of mile-high lemon meringue pie. All right, the best part, let's dig in. And if you guys give this a try, be sure to tag me in a picture on social media or share this recipe with a lemon lover in your life who would totally love a slice of this. All right, let's get some of that meringue and the lemon filling and that crust. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. It literally like melts on your tongue, and it's so sweet and rich with that lemony tang. I'm hardcore team chocolate, but all you lemon lovers out there, I get it now because this, like, oh my gosh. And if you guys love this recipe, you're gonna love the rest of my Pie Week videos, so be sure to check those out too. So there you have my favorite lemon meringue pie. Thanks so much for watching and leaving me comments. You guys are the best. I love you so much. Don't forget to subscribe for tons more videos that I know you're gonna love, and I'll see you right here next time. Bye guys. All right, where's all my lemon lovers at? Today's Pie Week recipe. We're doing lemon meringue pie. Oh yeah.